Here we go. We got more people popping in. Welcome. Happy New Year's Eve, you guys. I am so excited to be casting a vision onto 2021 with you all. I don't know if you know how powerful we are when we like all come together and we send out these good vibes like together, but it's a thing. Okay. You feeling it? Who's feeling it with me? Feeling it? Okay. Who is like ready to say goodbye to 2020? Anyone? Who learned a lot in 2020 though? You feel me? I feel like 2020 gave me some pretty good lessons that have shaped me a little bit, right? Maybe more than a little bit. It's been fun. Okay, I wanted to start by just having fun and playing some trivia. So make sure you have your phone with you because you're going to play from your phone. And you might be thinking like, what in the world does like trivia have to do with setting a vision? So I'm going to tell you guys right now what it has to do. When we are in a state of like fun and joy and excitement, that's when we're actually like truly in a state of manifestation. Okay. That's when we're like vibing really high. We got to like raise that vibe and feel really, really good. So like, even after this call, like vision casting is something you want to kind of dig into every day and keep expanding on and keep coming back to. It doesn't just end here. You don't do it one time and then you're good to go. Okay. You want to keep coming back. So before you do come back to it again, make sure like you put on a song you love, like shake your booty for a few minutes and then write your vision. Like get in that state of joy and excitement. You want to feel it. You want to feel it because that is really what our magnet is inside of us. It's our feeling. It's not so much what we're thinking about. It's what we're feeling about, right? And I shared a post on this yesterday, how, you know, our brains, the way they're wired. Like if I said to myself, like, I'm an RCD, what does my brain say to me? It's like, you liar, you're not that. But if I say, dang, I'm excited to like step into RCD because this is what it's going to allow me and my family. This is what it's going to do for me. Do you see how all of a sudden my body starts to feel joy? It starts to pull me like with excitement instead of just like cutting me off. Do you see the difference and how that can like shape us? And I thought back to when I was running for gold. And it's so funny because when I was running for gold for that year, I didn't say I am a gold every day. I said, I am a gold November 30th, right? Like I was telling myself, like, I know I'm not there yet, but I'm stepping into this. So like without being really aware of what I was doing. So for your goals, when you're writing them down, don't be afraid to be excited for that stepping into process. Okay. Like the version of you that you get to become along the way, what it's going to allow you, because we want to raise ourselves into that vibration where it feels really good. Okay. Everyone feel me so far? We're feeling it. So if you've never been on a vision casting call with me before, if this is your very first time, I just want to explain like why it is so important to have a vision. A lot of you are familiar faces, so you're like, oh girl, we know. So that's great. But for anybody who is brand new, the reason why is because everything starts in the mind. And the way that we bring it into the physical and the way that we move it from like the quantum, from the spiritual into like the logical side of our brain, where our brain starts to go, okay, now we need to actually make this happen because this is real, is simply by putting it onto paper. And I know that sounds like way too easy, where you're like, that's too easy, Gloria, like quit BSing with me, but it's not. It's a real thing. And there's a Harvard study done where they said the same thing. They said you're 45% more likely to achieve your goals simply by writing them down, because you are moving it from like the woo-woo side of your brain into the logical side of your brain. And your brain likes to make things happen, okay? So your brain doesn't actually know the difference between what's real and what you're just imagining. So they actually did a study where they had Olympic runners run a race and they were hooked up to these machines and they saw like every single muscle that fired, okay? And then they made them do the same race, but in their mind, and every single muscle still fired in the same exact way as if they were actually running the race. So that's how powerful our brain is. And that's why Einstein said, imagination will get you everywhere. Knowledge is already looking at what already exists, right? But imagination takes us to like whatever the heck we want to achieve, we can make it a reality simply by writing it down. So everything needs a blueprint. Before you build your dream home, you don't just go start laying bricks. You got to have like a plan, right? You got to have that like, okay, what are we trying to build towards here? And it also just makes it way more exciting when we kind of like have it laid out for us. So I'm excited. I've got it like all printed off here. I'm going to like write it with you guys today. So make sure you have your pens and paper. Before we do that, before we get into the trivia, I wanted to show you guys a 3-minute YouTube video. And if you're in like the little power hour group we have, you've already seen it. But I said to you guys, like, I have to show this to every single person on our vision casting call, because writing down your goals makes it 45%. You're more likely, 45% more likely to achieve. But actually, if you draw your goals, you're 65% more likely. So I'm going to show you this girl that spoke on a TED Talks video. It's 3 minutes long. It's going to blow your mind. Maybe it blew our minds. So let's just check that out really quickly here. Make sure I have it all. Okay. Oh, good. Yes, this is the same one. Just give patience with me, guys. This technology stuff, I'm learning. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to make somebody an admin so that you can let people in when I'm screen sharing. Does anyone want to be my admin and just like let people in for me? Okay. Yes, Sunshine. Okay, I'm going to make you co-host because I can't see when people are coming in if I'm doing that, and I don't want people waiting. There we go. Thanks, girl. Okay. Now we can. I was like, oh, wait, I see someone in the waiting room. Okay. Here we go. 3 minutes. This is going to blow your mind.
What dream or vision do you want to turn into reality? So how do we see our vision? Through a picture. A picture can create movements. A picture can pull at your heart and fill you with a deep desire to do something. At Roche Pharmaceutical, the president asked us to create a picture of his vision. Prior to having one, less than 40% of the employees understood the company's vision and strategy. After seeing this picture, 96% understood it. So how can you use a picture to get what you want? When you draw where you are, your current state, and where you want to be, your desired new reality, suddenly you have a roadmap for change. So what is your current state? Joe has a good job. Joe makes good money. But like many of us, Joe wants more from life. Maybe Joe has a higher purpose. He's just not sure how to get there. So now Joe's current state is visual. We remember things better when they're attached to a picture. 65% better, to be exact. So now let's dream Joe's new life. 1 year from today, what is Joe's life like? Hey, Joe has a new job. All right. Joe has a new boss, himself. And Joe is just bursting with creativity and ideas and all of those things we dream about. Your brain actually emits serotonin and oxytocin when you draw and dream, so you feel happy. So now we have Joe's current state and Joe's desired new reality. So how can Joe get from here to there? Your brain knows you. It's cataloged everything you've ever seen, heard, experienced, real or imagined. You just have to ask it to put the pieces together for you. It's as simple as that. All you have to do is look at your picture and then close your eyes. This allows the brain to recycle what it sees and reconstruct it, add to it everything you've ever seen, heard, experienced, and then it will serve you up with the best possible solution. And this is the most important part. You act on it. You do one small thing. You call up that friend you know who started her own business. You ask her, how'd you do it? You go to your boss and you ask him for a raise. And you become that one person out of 10 to make change happen. Thank you.
Boop. So good. Let me just make sure that doesn't keep playing. And it's going to keep playing. Just 1 second. There we go. So after we're done today doing our vision, we're going to write it all down. We're going to get really clear. Draw it. Like, it doesn't have to even be like right after today. Maybe you're busy, but if you have time, like, it's worth it. I know some of us drew it on our power hour. And I have to say, I drew like, and I'm not good at drawing, you guys. It was Stickman, okay? It does not have to be great. But the feelings I had when I saw what I wanted my house to look like I added the extra layer. I drew where my bathtub was going to be with my big window. And all of the sudden, I was so clear on exactly what I was working towards. Like it was more clear than ever before with writing it. So we're going to write it today on the call. Take that action after you get off this call and make it even more clear for you, okay? Because I want 2021 to be like the best year any of us have ever had, okay? And the only way it's going to be that way is if we do it, right? If we make it that way. Okay, so let's play some games. Everybody get your phone ready. Has anyone done this trivia so far? Everyone, if you haven't, it's super easy. It's so fun. You're going to love it. My family's addicted now. We all get on the Zoom and do it together all the time. Okay, let me just, the screen sharing part is just so fun, you guys. I just love this part. Okay. We're going to play. I'm the host. I have not looked at the questions, but don't worry. Player versus player, classic. Okay, it's going to give you a pin. So you're going to go to www.kahoot.it and you're going to put this game pin into the website. Oh, yay, we got people in. You guys are quick. I am not that fast. Yay. Love this. All right, there may be a prize for the winner. And by maybe, yes, there will be. Okay, is everybody in? I can't see everybody. Is there anybody waiting to get in? Are we good now? Do we have everybody? I'm going to press play. Just going to move this. Oh, we got another person in. Oh, it's going to be a good game. Oh. Okay. Good job, everybody. Who are my Australia people? I love you all. You're with me. Yes. Glad I wasn't the only one. I'm like, am I going to be the only one who gets this wrong? But now I know. See, we're learning and having fun. It's really good. It's a good combo. All right. We got Tanya at the top of this and Niner and Sunshine Kim and Dominique. Good job, you guys. What year did the first ball drop? wah, wah, wah. Woo! I'm winning 2 in a row wrong. Okay, scoreboard didn't change. Most popular New Year's resolution. Stay fit and healthy is the number one. I did not guess that. I thought lose weight for sure was going to be the number one. Yeah. A lot of people are like, me too. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone. Okay, Tanya's still in the lead. Crushing it over there. She's like, I am winning whatever the prize is. I love it. I love it. Yay. Okay, I think I know this one, you guys. Woo! Yay, we all got it right. We are all winners. So fun. I am not on the board yet, but that's okay. These are hard. We're getting that brain working right now. We're getting things like fired up. We're going to be so ready to craft these visions, you guys. You feeling it? I got that one. Yay. Good job, everybody. Still not on the board, but woo. Jen is the highest climber. Get it, Jen. Whoop, whoop. Up 6 places. Oh, I know this one. Sleep. Rip off your shirt and go full Godzilla. Oh, the best. Oh, love it. I love that somebody picked scream and shout. That is a good one. That is what you also do. And bang pots and pans in this house. I don't know. Does anyone else bang pots and pans at midnight? Just us? Derek has the highest answer streak of 4. Tanya's still in the very lead, you guys. Who's going to knock her off the top? Anyone? She's like, no, you aren't. When was the first New Year's Eve celebrated? Really? That's incredible. There you go. You're learning new things, guys. Well, some of you already knew that, which is very impressive. Oh, Kim is now in second place, crushing it. 3 players have reached an answer streak of 4. This team has so many smart people. What song? Oh my goodness. Okay, Tanya, from now on you're on my team when I play with my family. You're going to come on with me because I'll let you answer. I love it. Good job, everybody. How many pounds of confetti? Oh. Who has to clean that up? That's more like what I want to know. Like, who's cleaning up that confetti? Because they deserve a raise. Oh, 2,000 pounds. That is a lot of confetti. Yes, Andrea is now in second place, and Sunshine is the highest climber. Look at the blue answer. Oh. Is there a prize for who gets the most wrong? I think there should also be that. Good job, everybody. Michelle is now the highest climber. Tanya's still in the lead, you guys. Come on. What is the most listened to song of 2019? I don't know. I would have guessed Bad Guy. My bad. Oh, Lenny is the highest climber, up 7 places. Good job. What is said to bring good luck? Yes! I was hoping it was red underwear. Okay. Sunshine is now in second place. What percentage of Americans make a New Year's resolution? %. Did not get that right. I went for 60 as well, guys. Whoever was on the 60 train. And nothing changed. I'm on the board. Whoop, whoop. So impressed. And Shammy is the highest climber, up 6 places. Tanya's just a rock star. She knows this by now. She's like, yeah, I know, guys. What name is given to the Jewish New Year? Good job, everybody. A lot of people guessed that one. And nothing changed on the board, guys. I thought that was my time to shine. This year, I'm going to say minus 12. No. Wow. That's a lot. Jen is back with an answer streak of 3. Okay. Not too sure what the heck that means, but good job for everybody who got that. Good job, Sunshine just took the lead, you guys. Oh, Tanya, you better like get ready. And I feel like I know this, but I'm sorry if you're Danish. My brother-in-law is. I should know this. So there's that. Did not know it. So good job, everybody. Sunshine is still in the lead. Oh, this is just for fun. Have you made a New Year's resolution? Good job. And it's okay if you haven't yet, because we're going to create a vision. So there's that. All right, guys, let's see. Nikki is in 3rd place. Tanya's in 2nd. And Sunshine took the lead at the very end there. Good job, everybody. Sunshine, I'm going to send you an Envision oil. Good job.
Thank
Tanya,
you.
you're going to get one too, because you were in 1st place for a really long time there, and I believe in you. Good job, guys. Okay, right? How much fun is that? Oh, wait, I did not stop it. 1 second. If I don't it's going to just keep playing music. Okay. Okay, everybody. Are we feeling like higher vibes now? We're feeling pretty good. Isn't that so much fun? I play that now with my grandma on Zoom, and we have so much fun. It's so great. I love that we have that. Okay, we are going to dive in now. So let's do the thing while we're feeling like all the fun feels here. So I printed this out. I'm going to do it with you guys, like I said. So I'm going to allow you some time to answer. If there's anything that comes up and you don't have time to finish it kind of to the extent that you want, please go back and do so after the call, okay? Because you want to really have a really clear vision. Okay. So you are an incredible manifester. And when you pair your intention with energy, you become unstoppable. So here's to a beautiful and abundant year. So the very first place that we are going to start is, what were your top 5 wins from 2020? I want to start on a really good note. So what are 5 things that you're just so grateful for that 2020 brought you?
It's hit or miss, even if you do that, don't do this. There's no shortcut, no trick. The best laid plans don't stand a chance next to fate. It's all hurry up and wait. There is no sign, no perfect time. Storms open wide, but you can't leave this dance. Just let it be.
Is there anybody that wants to share one of their takeaways as they're writing? You don't have to if you're scared. You guys are like, there's a lot of people. Okay, yay, Tanya, let's hear it.
New gratitude for the things that I have.
Right? So much. So I feel like 2020 was a really big, like, appreciate what you have already, right? Anyone else feeling that as like a takeaway? Big time. I know. I wrote that down too. All right. Sunshine wrote new title at work, working from home. So awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. Good. Good. Personal growth. Who's feeling the personal growth? Why am I emotional right now? I don't know why I'm feeling like emotional. Is anyone else like feeling it? I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm already crying. I'm sorry. Tanya's like, I can't even look at you, Gloria. Did I bring tissue? Do I have it? Okay, we're good. Oh, it is emotional, but the growth has been huge, right? And I mean, I was talking to Janine before we hopped on this call, and she was saying, like, if you didn't have some kind of growth during 2020, you kind of missed the boat. Like, right? I'm feeling that. I'm feeling like if you didn't learn something in 2020, there's no help. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, what a year of growth. For me too, so grateful for all the time I had with my family. Like, what a blessing that has been, right? So good. Improved health. Yes. Oh my goodness. Chelsea, I was watching your video the other day and it brought me to tears. Your journey. So beautiful. So grateful for your health as well. I love this. Good. Good. Okay. See how good it feels to start with like a grateful heart? Because I see so many posts online that are just like burn 2020 and I wish it never happened. And like, we're just, like a lot of negative. And I'm not saying it wasn't weird. Okay. It was definitely that. I'm not discrediting like the weight of it, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. I mean, I feel like a lot of beauty happened if we really look for it, right? Yes, good. Learning to accept what I can't change and change what I can't accept. That is beautiful. My husband's health, almost lost him in May, but we are all healthy again. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, we're all grateful for that too. Health is like, right? If we don't have health, what do we have? Our goals don't really mean much if we're not healthy enough to enjoy them, right? Learned so much about technology. Me too. I'm still learning, not a pro, but like, man, did I have to learn a lot about technology through all of this. So I'm grateful. Lots of skills. Yes. I mean, we had our biggest year in Young Living this year, which just made me feel so grateful that we're in we're in this company that even during a pandemic, we can still thrive. We can still get our products, right? It didn't like get shut down, like hallelujah for that. So much to be grateful for. Good. Yes, our oily family. Who learned that like community and the people in our lives mean more than like anything else this year? Whew, that makes me emotional because like, dang, community is everything. And I'm so grateful that I've had a positive space to be in because not everybody has that right now. And I've seen the effects of that when you don't have a place where you can go and like still be happy and still share goals and dreams and focus on good. There's so many people that are just so focused on the negative, and I can see that spiral, which way it can take people. I'm grateful to be on the upward spiral with you all. So learned that as well. I could like write probably 25 or more things right there on that list, right? I see a lot of heads. Good. Yay. I love this. All right. So the next question is, what were your top 5 learning lessons? So what are the 5 things that you really learned through this year? I know technology is one of them.
They booked the nicest hotels on the 59th floor, with the big wide windows with the suicide doors. Ain't no blood on my money. Ain't no Twitter in heaven. I know them drugs isn't close. Ain't no visit in heaven. I know the difference in blessings and worldly possessions, like my ex-girl getting pregnant and her becoming my everything. I'm in war with my wrongs. I'm writing 4 different songs. I never forced it or forfeited. I'm a force to be reconciled. They want 4-minute songs. You need a 4-hour praise dance performed every morn. I'm feeling shortness of breath, so he go grab you a horn. Hit Jericho with the buzzer beater to end the quarter. Watch brick and mortar fall like dripping water. Thank God.
All right. Anybody want to share one of the biggest lessons that they learned in 2020? For me, I will say I have a lot written down. I think I wrote 8 down. But the biggest thing that I learned is that I learned how to pivot instead of panic in a way that was huge because we built this business belly to belly. So pivoting and realizing that I have to go with the flow, that change is the only inevitable, right? We're just not really promised anything. So learning to kind of just go with the flow more, learning how to surrender more, trust more. Definitely grew in my faith more this year than any other year. I felt like that was like the biggest. Learning to truly help others, help themselves. My biggest was I learned to let go of negative relationships instead of pouring unnecessary energy. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. And I have to say thank you to Jen Burton for this one because she sent me a leadership YouTube clip. And that is something that I really learned is that we can't really pull anybody. Like, you know, when you have those people that just, they don't want it as bad as you want it for them. And that the best thing that we can do is like pour into us and shine and like, and then hopefully people come. But yeah, learning to not drag people, really, truly. That was a huge lesson. How to be adaptable, right? Who's feeling that? I'm feeling that. Yes, beautiful. Oh my gosh, releasing negative relationships is like the biggest blessing you can do for yourself, right? Yeah, those toxic relationships. Good. Oh, we got more people entering. Good, good, good. Okay. Now I want you to write down, what are you most proud of from 2020? What is, and you can either write like the number one thing you're most proud of, or maybe you have like 3 or 4 things that come to mind, but you're like dang proud. I'm proud of my healthy, strong, and loving relationship with my boyfriend. I love that. Yay. So beautiful. Yeah, I feel like this year you either like strengthened your relationships, or some relationships maybe didn't make it, because I've also seen that happen. So yay to be on that side of it, Sunshine. I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. So great. Oh my gosh, I feel like there is a long list of things. For me, I invested in myself and I finally hired a coach. So that is one thing I'm really proud that I finally did, because I like went back and forth for so long, but I was like, no, it's time to invest. And I think for me, the biggest thing I'm proud of is just like not getting sucked into the darkness, and like staying in the light, and like staying a positive force, because it is easy to like go down that dark hole, right? Like people are like, but I was like, okay. So yes, my ability to see the positive in most situations. Yes, that is like something that we should be so proud of. Okay. I stayed glued to God. Yes, that faith muscle was like really worked, right? So good. Our family's growth, both in my husband's businesses and learning to manage everything that life throws at us with grace. Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. I forget who shared this on Facebook, but they did this thing where they grew trees. Did you guys see that, where they grew trees in the dome? Who saw that one? So they grew all these trees in a dome, and they were like testing to see like how they would grow basically in this big dome. And they found that the trees were really weak, and they could like barely grow tall, and they were breaking and falling over. And they realized that it's actually the storms and the wind and the rain and like the stuff that life is throwing at them on a consistent day-to-day basis that makes them stand so strong and so tall. So if we sheltered every bad thing that could ever happen, we would be so weak and like fall over easily, right? But that is what strengthens the tree. And I just thought, like, how beautiful is that? Like, we're going to come out stronger than ever out of 2020, right? I had the confidence to step out on my own and work for myself. I have also found so much comfort in myself. Like, what a gift is that, when you can just be so comfortable with yourself. Best gift. I love that. And confidence. Oh my gosh, I love all of these answers. Good. If you want to share, if you don't want to say it out loud, you can type it in the chat. Good. Okay. I'm just proud of all you guys for still being here and being on this call today. So even if you're like, I don't think I did anything to be proud of, I'm proud of you because you're here right now. So you should be proud. Okay. Purging the house. Yes. Loving my body as it changes through pregnancy. That's a win. Okay. That's a huge win, because I know that's not easy. And purging, I'm in that state too, where I'm just like, if I don't like love it, it needs to not be in this space, right? Yes. Good. What was your number one most successful habit in 2020? Jen's like 75 hard. That's what I wrote down. Realizing it's okay to take self-care time for myself so I can be a better mother, spouse, employee, and friend. Yes, it is so important to take time for you, right? We can't pour from an empty cup. That has been a huge takeaway. Daily gratitude. Yes, I can repeat the question. What was your number one most successful habit in 2020? Quitting smoking. That's hugely successful. These are great, you guys. Like daily gratitude, so important. Love this. Yes, yes. Sticking to supplements. That's huge. Sweating every day. Yes. This is awesome. I'm drinking my water, so I'm really proud of myself. Yay. So good. Started reading the Bible. Yay. I love it. These are so good, you guys. Good. Good. This is the very first year, 2020, where I've actually stayed consistent with working out. So that's new for me. I've never done that before. Embarrassing enough to say. There are people that are like, what are you even saying? But I've never stayed consistent. This is the first year ever. And I got to say, it feels really dang good. And not even from like a how you want to look standpoint, but just mentally, like getting on the mat, getting outdoors, getting for the walks, even when you don't feel like it, and showing up for yourself. It's like such a good feeling mentally, and it builds this confidence that like, yes, I can do hard things, even though it's not that hard. It's a walk. But some days when it's cold and rainy, you might not want to do it. It's not always easy, but showing up for yourself is huge. Getting consistent with challenging my team and posting daily, huge. Sticking to my ninja and my meditation every night. Oh my gosh, I love this. And I believe it was Chelsea Childs who said, when I start my day in meditation versus when I don't, like all these good things happen to me when I start my day in this space. And then like the days I don't, there's a noticeable difference, right? So it's when we like take time for us to like pray or meditate or gratitude journal, it's a thing. It is a thing. Yes. You guys take some time for you in a day. It is necessary. Okay. It's not something that like you're going to ever just find the time. Do we all know that? You're never going to find the time. You got to like, I'm taking this time for me. And also, just a thing to add in, like when I'm doing my workouts, when I go for my walks, when I got up my mat, my house is not perfectly clean. Things are not all done before I do it. You can't wait until everything is like organized in your life to do the thing you want to do. You just got to do it because there's never going to be a perfect time. That is another thing I've learned. Yes, preach. I love it. All right, guys, here we go. What do we want to release? Leave with 2020. What are 5 things that we do not want to bring with us into 2021? Maybe it's doubt. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's a lack of confidence.
So it is just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me. Most of the time. And so shorter story. No love, no glory. No hero in her sky. Can't take my eyes off the air. Can't take my
Yes, shame myself into change is what you're leaving behind. COVID-19. Oh, good one. Good one. Why didn't I write that down? I didn't even think of that one. Emotional binge eating. That shit can stay in 2020. Oh my gosh, girl, I feel that. I like have a book about it right beside me here. You're not alone. You are not alone in the binge emotional eating. Self-sabotage. Oh, my ego. Yeah, the ego thing. Move from the ego into the heart. I love this. I love this. Our roommate. I'm like whispering and I'm like, can he hear me? Oh, I love it. Yes. You're moving. Oh, so awesome. Yay. 2021 already rocks. Right? I love that. Oh, I wish I had that page ready about trying to shame yourself into change, but I don't. But I wish I did. We're going to have a talk after this call, Missy, that wrote that. Because the only way that we can step into change is that's sustainable, I should say, because we can like shame ourselves into change, but how long does that last? Not very long, right? We've all tried it. It sucks. It doesn't work. But when we like love ourselves enough to know that we're deserving of change, that's when things start to really align. So this book is Hungry for Happiness. I've probably sold, too bad this wasn't a network marketing company. I have probably sold 80 of these books, you guys. I'm not even kidding, because it's about emotional eating, but even if you've never struggled with that in your life, it is so much deeper and better than, it's just about not numbing ourselves out. So it can be like, maybe you numb yourself out with Netflix. Maybe you numb yourself out with relationships. Maybe it's drugs, maybe it's alcohol. Like it's about however you're choosing to numb out what you need to heal, and how when we just like keep trying to numb it out, it's not going anywhere. We're not fixing the problem, right? And then we just become like, for lack of a better word, like emotionally constipated, because we just keep shoving everything down, and then it gets really uncomfortable. So she talks about ways to actually like face things and feel through things so that they can like release out of you, so that you're not being weighed down by these things that we've spent so long trying to numb out. And if you want to rise in life, you think you're going to rise when you're holding on to all that negative stuff? No. So we want to like release it. So whatever you want to release, write it down. You don't even have to share. Okay. It can be things that you're like, I don't want to tell anybody about that. That's okay. You don't have to. But if you want to, please do. Lack of confidence, fear, doubt, negative people. Yes. I am going to release self-sabotage in 2020. I am ready to like let that go. How many people here know when they're self-sabotaging? Why do we do it? Right? It's a thing. We self-sabotage. It's so true. It's like, you know, you should be doing something, but you're like over here organizing the Tupperware containers instead, or like, you know, doing something you know isn't really productive or like helping you get closer to your dreams, right? I see some heads nodding. You feel me? I'm ready to leave that behind. And that is a thing, because in school, like, think about it. If you stood out in school, what happened? You were ridiculed. You got in trouble by the teacher. If you were different, right? Like, fall in a line and stay the same. And if you're like up here or you're weird and down here, you stand out and you get made fun of. And so even as adults, we're like, just be cool. Like, stay where it's normal. Stay where no one's going to like see you and point out what you're doing or make fun of you or ridicule you. So we like stay here. But it's like, I'm done. Who's done with that? Like, let's just be up here instead. And everyone can rise up if they want to. And if they want to be down here ridiculing, then good for them. Right? Who even cares? Why are we trying to appease those people anyway? Right? Crabs in the bucket. So let's leave that behind. I am ready to leave behind like clutter in my mind, right? In my house. Like, I'm just no more room for clutter. Like, I even bought a book about it. Declutter your life. I'm not even kidding. That's how serious I am about this. I went and found a book about it because I'm like, it's time, right? How many people, when they have like a messy outer world, they feel cluttered and messy inside? Oh my gosh, that's me. I'm like, I can't even focus if the house isn't clean. My husband thinks I'm nuts. He's like, what does it matter? I'm like, no, I can't. Like, there's just, then my to-do list feels so long, right? That I can't focus on like the simple things because I know I'm being pulled in all these different directions. Yeah, been Mario condoing my house all week. Yes. If you've never seen that, that's a good show, you guys. Check it out. It's a thing. Outer clutter means inner clutter. It's a thing. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys are on the same page as me. Sometimes people look at me in my family and they're like, what are you saying? That's okay though. This is my tribe. Love it. All right. What was your overall rating in 2020? Rate the year from a 1 to a 10 and then write out why you wrote it that way. And again, you don't have to share this, so just be real with yourself. 1 out of 10. Oh, Tanya ordered the productivity one from the book I just shared. That is so good. And Jen rated a 6. Okay. Anyone else want to share? You don't have to, only if you want. A 5. We got a 5 in the house. Oh, hey. I was like, are you giving me like the like jazzy hands, like flapper girl dance, or are you right? Yeah, it was this good, Gloria. That's how I'm gonna rate mine too. We've got a 3, we've got a 7, we've got an 8. Okay, a lot of 7s. We're averaging around 7s. Okay, we got some 8s. Good. Okay. All right. This reminds me of a Friends episode. If you're a Friends fan, you get this. Oh my goodness. I'm dying. That's so funny. Anyone that doesn't know Friends is like, what are you guys talking about? Go watch that episode. And then you'll be like, oh no, that's dirty. Okay, we're going to bring it back. What am I, 12? I'm like blushing over here. So funny. Okay. So for me, I don't know, this year has been really good. And like in the sense of just like discovering who I am more than in any other year. Like that for me has been a really huge gift. And grateful I got to see Evelyn grow up. Like, right? For me, I was kind of grateful to be more at home this year because she's just at that age where she's changing every single day. So for me, that was really, really good. Good, everybody. Yay. Oh, we got 7.5 in the house. And you know what? If you're like, oh my gosh, it was not the best year, that's okay. Guess what? Tomorrow's a new year, you guys. We get to leave behind 2020 and start anew. I allowed my fear of technology to steer my life and business. But you kind of caught on the tail end of this year. I will say you started to like, okay, I'm here for this. I'm going to learn how to do it. So you know what? There was growth. You should be dang proud. South Africa is officially in 2021. Happy New Year, South Africa. Woo! I wish I had like a unmute yourself, Catherine. Can you? Is it working? Maybe I have to do.
I was just searching to see if Dominique and Irene were still on the call.
I see
That's
Irene.
all.
I just saw her. She just moved. Where did she go? Oh, that's so exciting. Happy New Year. That is so fun. You guys like being on the call at midnight. Like what an incredible team. Seriously, so beautiful. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, I wish South Africa so much like love and peace and joy in 2021 because these ladies got like fully locked down. They weren't even allowed to buy alcohol or cigarettes, I believe. Am I right? Yeah. So like you think you had it bad, guys. I'm just saying. And these girls have rocked their businesses. Like, I don't even know. I'm like so amazed and blown away by you guys. Oh, and look at the puppy. Oh my goodness. I love it. The essentials. Jen, love it. Well, happy new year 2021. Let us know how it is since you're in the future. Let us know. Is it better? Love it. All right. So what would have made it a 10? Okay, so if you're at a 3 or 4 or 5, what would have made it a 10? Having reached silver, haha. Okay, well, yeah, same. If I would have hit diamond in 2020, that would have been pretty great. But you know what? Still, such a great year. A tall, dark, handsome man. Freedom. I had freedom written down. Yes, if we could have traveled. I also have like in-home 101s. Dang, do I miss like my in-home classes so much. There is something about like actually being in a room with people and smelling the oils together that is just a whole other vibe. If I would have achieved every goal set and was able to do big in-person events, focusing on myself sooner. All right. So we can start that right now, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I had freedom in-home 101s. I miss Calgary. I want to get back to Calgary. I wanted to like rent a house there or like Airbnb a house for a couple weeks and do some like classes. Yeah, Kathy's like, come on, you come stay with me. Kathy's like the best reflexologist in the world. So I'm like, okay, I'm coming. She's amazing. Such a sweet soul. I miss road trips and team visits. Yes, yes. That would have made it a 10. Okay, good. So, what will be the theme of your year in 2021? So, some of you put, I wish I would have focused on myself sooner. So, like, maybe that will be the theme then going into 2021. So, redneck, no stitches here. Snitches. Snitches get stitches. Continued growth. Yes. Yes. Believe in the leader that I am. No more playing small. Consistency. Oh my gosh, these are all so good. I'm going to raise my vibes and my standards for what I will allow. I love this. Good, good. Self mastery. I'm unstoppable. Yes. My mantra is I am limitless. That's going to be my mantra. I am limitless. Oh my gosh, Delia's at work. You go, girl. I'm going to get in trouble yelling, freedom and abundance. I love that you popped on the call. Thank you. Beautiful. I'm going to keep on this path that a few of us have been on doing the 75 days hard. I just like want to keep like working on myself, working out, drinking the water. Yes, yes, yes. It's been so good. Beautiful. And again, you can come back and keep working on these after the call. So if we're like moving through too fast, I apologize. What's the number one thing you're going to focus on? Okay, where our focus goes, energy flows. So whatever you're focusing on is what is going to expand in your life. Attracting 5 more major business builders. Duplication. Yes, yes. I know we were chatting about this and I'm like, we're going to attract business builders that are like destined for RCD and they just like get it and they take the information that you give to them and they just like run with it. Who's attracting people like that? They're like, okay, yes, you've given me the information. I'm going to build my business now. I got it. Like, who wants that kind of energy? Yes, get clear on that kind of stuff. Get clear on the kind of builders. Because sometimes people are like, well, I'm going to attract like a new builder. But I'm like, is that like a builder that's going to suck all your energy and expect you to do everything for them? And they're really negative. Like, is that what you want? Because if you're not clear, you could get that. Right? I see some faces like, oh, I don't want that. Or do you want people that are like good energy, bring good vibes? They're fun to be around. You love working with them. Connected, driven. Yes. Being the best me. Yeah, I love that. That is like my goal. Like, honestly, my biggest goal is just to like grow into the highest, best version of myself, right? I feel like everything in your life just aligns to however you grow yourself, like wherever you grow yourself to, whatever you believe is possible, all that stuff. Consistency, make a plan and stick to it. Continuing to be more present, loving myself, being a rock star mama. I love this. I love it. Good. Good. Attracting business builders that are tenacious, independent, and coachable. Ooh, coachable. Good word. Really good word. Huge hearts changing the world. Yes. That was like a really big learning lesson for me when I was sharing on social media is I was like, okay, am I sharing to like appease the people who are like my critics and like keeping myself small? Or am I sharing to attract the people I want to attract into my business, which is like heart-centered women who want to change the freaking world, right? Like that's what I'm going for. I don't want people that are like, you know, we don't want to be dragging those people. So yes, I love that. Getting clear on that. Huge hearts. What a beautiful thing. Love, love. For me, I wrote down money management. I'm going to make budgeting my biatch. I'm going to like be so good with money. It's going to not even be a thought. I'm just going to like boom, boom, boom when it comes in. I'm going to be so good. I am so good. I am stepping into such good money management skills, right? Right? Who feels me on the money? I'm like, okay, if I'm going to make $1 million a year, I need to really like get good at this now. So as it comes, then I know what to do with it, right? Because who's heard of the lottery winners that win all that money and then they lose it all? And they end up more broke than when they got it because they didn't have the blueprint, right? If we don't have like that blueprint set out, you're not gonna be able to handle that. So if you want to make a lot of money, I suggest you learn how to take care of that money and then you will be given more, right? So good. Yes. I have a spreadsheet for that. Yes. Can you send it to me, please? I need that spreadsheet, please. I did download some books. I got that Dave Ramsey. Is that his name? Money Makeover, Total Money Makeover. I'm going to start there. I don't know. Is that good? Help me out. Okay. Awesome. Good. Which positive habits will you implement in 2021? So if you maybe haven't been like doing positive things, if you're like, oh, I know I haven't been like taking good care of myself or I haven't been consistent in my business, like, okay, everyone wants the spreadsheet now. So you got to post it in the event. Love it. Yes, positive habits. What positive habits are you going to start implementing? And it says 2021, but like, why not today? I, for one, am going to keep implementing taking time for myself in a day. Taking that time for myself in a day has been so huge, like going for my walks, having that time, like just away from the kids, away from work, away from the mess of my house or whatever, you know, because we always have stuff to do when we're like in our house, right? So, like that walk for me, I'm going to keep doing my daily walks. A better follow upper. Totally a word. It's a word now. I like it. I'm digging it. One big one for me is no more BS excuses. No more excuses. Ooh, I saw someone go, ooh, yeah. So write that down for yourself as well if that struck a little chord there. Building deeper relationships and connecting. Yes, gratitude journaling, getting super clear on my why and learning more about technology, drinking less and taking better care of me. Yes, yes. Beautiful. I love it. I've got like this brand new journal that I'm going to start tomorrow morning. I have waited like all like I got this at Christmas, so I've been waiting. But it's like a guided one. It's so good. I'm so excited. Who like starts a new journal on the 1st? Am I the only one? Oh yeah. Okay, cool, cool. So exciting. Yes, relationships is what it is all about. The Untethered Soul. You've read it? Yay! So cool. Yeah, so this is like the guided journal. I'm going to stray off and just read you guys like this one little part at the very beginning and you'll see why I'm so excited. If I can find the first page. So as you go into 2021, I just want you guys to think about this for a second. This is just on page 1. So in case you haven't noticed, you have a mental dialogue going on inside your head that never stops. It just keeps going and going. Have you ever wondered why it talks in there? How does it decide what to say and when to say it? How much of what it says turns out to be true? How much of what it says is even important? And if right now you're hearing, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have a voice inside my head. That's the voice we're talking about. So begin the practice of noticing your thoughts and realize that you are not your thoughts. They are just something that you are aware of. So it guides you through with how you can get your brain to say kind of whatever. You can get your brain to say the sky is purple, right? And it's just a lie, but your brain will just say it. So realizing that you are not your mind. You are so much bigger than that. You are just aware. You are aware of that thought. You're aware of the feelings. You're like the spaciousness that like holds all of that. And when we can get out of our heads and like into our hearts, you guys, because your head is where you're going to hear lies, right? About yourself. You're going to hear lies, like you're going to hear self-doubt. You're going to hear self-sabotage. You're going to hear all that stuff in your head. But when you realize like, oh, that actually isn't the thing that like controls me. It isn't actually the truth. So I'm excited to dig deep. If anyone wants to go and grab this one too, I haven't done it yet, so I'm not sure how it all turns out, but the few pages I flipped to, it has been like mind blowing. And that book is like so good. All right, so which negative habits are you going to leave behind in 2020? What are we not bringing with us? So good. The book is amazing. Yes. Silver present, hint, hint. Let me just jot that down. Yes, it's good. It's so good. The Untethered Soul, such a good book. Silver Present, the book is amazing. Yay, yay, yay. I'm glad people like know. Leaving behind. Yes. Self-doubt. That's a good one to leave behind. See you later. Drinking. So that is something that I kind of have already left behind for those that have been following my journey. And it was never that I was like getting wasted. It wasn't like that, but I was starting to drink wine every single day in 2020. I would be like, my husband would be on his way home from work. He's like, do you need anything? I'm like, can you get me another box of wine? Because like life and the uncertainty and the craziness. And then I was like, oh, if I like need it, that's not a good thing. Like it was, you know what I mean? I was like, ooh, this is like a check yourself moment. And so I was like, let's just check in on ourselves and see how we do without it. And then without it, I started realizing that I was feeling better. I was waking up even earlier. I was able to stick to my commitments. I wasn't eating a bunch of junk food at night because when I have a glass of wine, I'm like, girl, you just eat whatever you want. You're amazing. And then I wake up feeling like, oh, right. Yeah. So like just shifting even from one glass of wine and not having that. And yeah, it's been huge. I'm not telling anyone to stop drinking. If you're like, Gloria, don't even talk to me like this right now. You do you. This is just what has worked for me and it has been amazing. The scroll hole. Yes. Comparison. Oh my gosh. Yes. Leave that behind. Numbing. Yes. That has been a huge thing for me is to like, when I'm numbing something out, I'm like, we got to face this like head on and it's scary, but like, it's the only way out is through, right? What a cutie face, Lenore. Look at that sleepy puppy. Oh my goodness. Procrastination. Who wants to leave behind procrastination and comparison? Right? Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. All right. We're going to leave that behind. Now I want you to write down what are 5 big, really scary dreams that you want to achieve, dreams or goals that you want to achieve for 2021. Dream big. Nothing is off limits. I don't want to hear your plan like C, D, E, or F. I want to know like plan A. What is it you really want? Get them down. Bali, baby. Debt free. So we're going to change that to financially free because debt is a vibrational word and we do not want to speak that back into your life, right? So whatever we put out, we get back. Even if we're speaking like good, like in a good way, it's still a vibration. So yes, platinum. Oh my gosh, yes. I love that you guys are sharing your big dreams. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Yes, gold. Financially free, being able to stay at home with my baby girl. Beautiful. Eek. Solid gold. Yes. Yes. How good does it feel, right? You're stepping into that. Like, know that. Get excited. There's that smile. I love it. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Andrea. She's like, are you looking at me? I love it. Yes, I'm looking at you. RCD. Sunshine. Yes. Bali, baby. I'm working on it. I'm going to be a pro by the time we get to Bali on that mat. I'm going to be able to not fall over a whole time. Rich as F. Yes, I love it. Well, I'm going for crown in 2021. It's my crown year. I feel like we need a little crown, right? So good. $20,000 in my business. Yes. So good. Oh my gosh, I love this. Beautiful. Good. Anyone else have one? They're like afraid to share. And it doesn't even just have to be in Young Living. Okay. These are 5 goals. So it can be in Young Living, outside of Young Living, 5 times in growth this year. Yes, that is so good. Purchase my first home. Yes. Buy land and build our dream house. Yes, yes, yes. So also in 2021, we are going to knock down the shop that we currently have on our acreage. And I want to rebuild where my husband has the shop on the bottom. And then up top, we'll have a lake view and it will just be like a beautiful big open space where I'm gonna have like mats and chairs like put away, and I can hold like emotional release classes with oils and breath work and 101s, and just like also go and work and not have my family like pulling papers off my desk and like scribbling on things, like just a space to like, isn't that funny? I'm like, my dream is I want to be able to go work more. Like, that's how much I love it. Like, I just love it so much. So I'm making that happen in 2021. I did like the before and after vision, like drawing it out with my stick man. I'm ready, you guys. I've seen it. I want like a patio off the back. So like we can go out on the patio and like, right? Right? Yay! Dream big, you guys. There's nothing off limits. Don't keep yourself small. Stop thinking like, well, this is what I think is possible because this is what I've seen so far in my life. So I guess I can like inch this far. No. Right? The mind doesn't know the difference between like what's real and what isn't real. It's just going to make whatever you tell it become like real as fast as it can. So dream really, really big. Okay, good. All right. 5 top, and some of us kind of already shared this, so it's okay. We can kind of, but 5 top business and career goals. Okay, so specifically to business. And if you're like, oh, I already wrote that last time, that's okay. Just like envision your life while you sit there and the rest of us write. Yeah, she should. I also want a donkey. That's another like goal outside of Young Living. I've told my husband it's happening in 2021. I'm like, grow 100 stars. Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful business goal. I love that. So good. I also completely love and believe in myself. Oh my gosh, if everyone could step into that space, look out world, right? We would move mountains. And make sure that you keep this that you're writing down, keep it so next year you can look back, okay? And you can be like, did I do the things I said I was going to do? To make more money than my husband. I'm not going to lie, that was one time a goal of mine and I crushed that out. That's a good goal. Story to the men. You guys are awesome too. Make more money than my husband, to travel as much as possible whenever we feel like it, to have my dream team of incredible human beings whose lives have all been changed completely and provided them the best life. Oh, it's just so good. I love it. So good. Yes, I want to travel somewhere tropical really, really badly. 2 big contracts for our electrical company, enroll 5 business builders per month. Okay. Okay, I like that. Good. To leave my full-time job and do Young Living only. Freedom, right? Oh my gosh, freedom is like, it's the thing. It's like the greatest thing. Beautiful. You know, I want some diamonds in 2021. So I'm like, I need some diamonds. So let's go, guys. Let's go. I'm ready. I don't know if you guys know like what my big dream is. So the reason that I invested some money into this coaching. So the first 5 months we get coached, and it's by Samantha Skelly. So the one who wrote that book that I've been recommending. So I signed up with her. So we get coached. And then in the last 5 months, we learn how to take what she's taught us and all the stuff we've uncovered. We learn then how to help other women with that, because she wants to change the world. And she's like, I know I can't do it alone. I need a lot of light workers like helping me. And so I'm like, the reason I did that is because I want all the RCDs. I want more RCDs. It used to be diamonds. If you heard me before talk about all the diamonds, it's now RCDs, because my dreams are like so big. but I'm like, I know I need the tools to do that. So like, I want to grow diamonds this year so that we can like, I have like a 5-year plan where I'm like, we're going to have more RCDs than any other team because like, it's so much more fun when we have all the people with us at the top, right? Way more fun. I love this. I am very coachable, Gloria, volunteering. Welcome to the Diamond Factory. So y'all, if you want it, it's there, it's available. I love it. I'm so excited. Yes, and I'm so excited to turn and just pour everything I'm learning on all of you guys throughout this next year so that we can just all like rise up and hit those big goals. So don't be afraid. Like if you look at this afterwards and you're like, oh, I could have dreamt a little bigger. Maybe I didn't write things down big enough. You don't know who you're going to meet tomorrow. You don't know who's going to sign up and could change your entire business. Like you honestly can't see the future. Only God can do that. So you don't have that power. So like imagine, like just dream as big as possible. I'm here for it. Tika, yes, me too. I love that. Welcome to the Diamond Factory. I think we need t-shirts. I'm still looking for someone who makes t-shirts, guys. So good. Yay. All right. So top 5 personal goals outside of Young Living. What are some things you want to accomplish personally, not for other people, just for you? That's important too, guys. Okay. It's so important to serve, but also we need to like have our cups filled so that we are able to serve. Read more. Yes. So part of our challenge is we've had to start reading physical books, not just listening. And that has really changed the game for me because I'm definitely taking more in when I read it. I don't know if Jen feels the same way. How are you feeling with the reading part, Jen? Are you liking the physical book better? Oh, thong bikini confidence for Bali. That's a great goal. I like it. Yes. Lose 30 pounds so I can wear normal pants. Normal pants are overrated. No, I'm just kidding. Yay. No, that's awesome. I want to get really strong. I'm ready to get strong. I want to be able to do like those fancy like headstands, you know, that they do, like those like, woo, and then they can like, yeah, I want to be strong. I want to see what my body can do. I spent so long being sick and like barely being able to get off the couch that now that I feel good, I'm just like, what can we do here? Like, let's just see what this body is capable of. And I'm still very new to the exercise game, guys, but every day I get a little stronger and that's exciting to me. I feel like I get more when I listen, but I can't take notes because I'm driving. I do listen to books in the car. That's a thing for me. Yeah, I like that. Good. Yay. All right, guys, we're almost done. All right, so let's assume it's December 31st, 2021, okay? You've achieved all you want to achieve and attract this year. Write as if it's already happened and you're telling your current self what you've accomplished in these areas, okay? So in health, in wealth, family, play, fun. I'll reread these again after, just so you know. Business, romantic relationships, and I'll just read those again in case anybody missed it. Okay, so we're writing a letter to ourselves like we've accomplished everything we set out to. And so the areas are health, wealth, family, play and fun, romantic relationships, and business.
is no shortcut, no trick. The best great plans don't stand a chance. That's the fate. So hurry up and wait. There is no sign, no perfect time. Storms open wide, but you can't leave this dance. Just let it be so. The only thing you can know is they let them all go. Till you find the one you can. So kiss it, chaos. Won't know how shedding dark back through the heart. There is no sign, no perfect time. Storms open wide, but you can't leave this dance. Just let it be so. The only thing you can know is they let them all go. Till you find one you can. Within words, till it does. There is no one for you to live it. Someone there is no perfect time. Storms open wide, but you can't leave this dance. Just let it be so. The only thing you can know is they let them all go. Till you find one you can.
I'm gone. Praise him till I'm gone. I'm gone. Praise him till I'm gone. When the praises go up,
The blessings come down. When the praises go up, the blessings come down. It seems like blessings keep falling in my lap. It seems like blessings keep falling in my lap. I don't make songs for free, I make them for freedom. Don't believe in kings, believe in the kingdom. Chisel me into stone, prayer whistle me into song air. Dying laughing with grilling, saying something about blonde hair. Jesus, black life ain't bad. I know I talked to his daddy. Say you the man of the house now. Look out for your family. He has ordered my steps, gave me a sword with a crest, and gave Donnie a trump in case I get shortness of breath.
Praise him till I'm gone.
Don't be mad.
Praise him till I'm gone. When the praises go up, good God, the blessings come down.
Good God.
When the praises go up,
Make sure when you're writing, you're attaching a feeling like it actually happened. The feeling is the most important piece here, okay? Step into that feeling of what it's going to feel like looking back over the year.
the blessings come down.
They booked the nicest hotels on the 59th.
I like wrote down traveling with my girlfriends somewhere hot and tropical, and I actually wanted to cry from my playing fun. I'm like, I can't wait.
Worldly possessions like my ex-girl getting pregnant and her becoming my everything. I'm at war with my wrongs. I'm writing 4 different songs. I never forced to forfeited. I'm a force to be reconciled. They want 4-minute songs. You need a 4-hour praise dance. Performed every morning. I'm feeling shortness of breath. So we go grab you a horn. Hit Jericho with the buzzer beater to end the quarter. Watch brick and mortar fall like dripping water.
Praise him till I'm gone. I'm gone. Praise him till I'm gone. When the praises go up,
Good God.
the blessings come down.
The blessings come
When the
down.
praises go up, the blessings come down.
Blessings come down.
When the praises
I am dreaming of my new in-ground pool with my wraparound deck. It's going to be so good. Dream big, guys. I got emotional when I wrote, "We broke the trap of so-called norm life and make our own rules on how to live." Yes. Oh my gosh, that's the biggest blessing, is breaking free from the hamster wheel, right? So good. Anyone else want to share anything that came up? So beautiful.
You wanna know real feeling? Take the time for healing. A moment in
For play and fun too, I'm thinking of myself like at a concert, just like surrounded by a lot of strangers, and everyone's like in my bubble, which I used to hate, like people I didn't know being in my bubble, but now I'm like, come on. Yes, same, Jen says same. We are going to some concerts. Yes, get in here. Jen used to not be a hugger. She's like, everybody hug me. Right? So true. Oh, I miss concerts so much. It hurts a little. I know the things we took for granted. Aw, it's coming back, guys. We're gonna put out all the good vibes, right? Yes, so good. Okay, if you're not done writing yet, remember you can come back and finish after the call. And so this is, we've just got 2 more quick pages left, and then I'm gonna let you guys get on with your New Year's Eve. Just added, I finally get a hug from Jen. I love it. So good. So visual representation. So the final step is creating a visual representation of where we are going and what we are creating. So look at your vision creation and find images that represent what you want to create. So once this is complete, place your vision board somewhere that you can see it each and every single day. There is something magical because allowing your mind to focus on these images each day, you'll see that they are going to just come into your life. And there is actually there's a scientific reason why this happens. And so I know a lot of you have heard me talk about it before, but we have this thing in our brain called the reticular activating system. And so your brain actually can't take in all of the information happening around you all the time. It would actually implode. Like it's not possible. So it can only show you things that you are looking for. Okay. So it's showing you what you're looking for. So if you go out in the world and you're like, man, everyone's an asshole. No one holds doors open anymore. People are so rude. No one makes eye contact. Guess what you're going to find when you go out in the world? You're going to find all the jerks because that's what you're looking for. Literally, there's nice people all around, but your brain is fixated on showing you the story you're telling yourself. Okay. So if you go out in the world and you're like, man, people are making more eye contact than ever because like that we're all feeling this like weird thing going on and we want to connect more and people are holding doors open. Guess what you're going to find? Because that's what your brain is looking for. And I bet you have proof of this happening in your own life. Like when you wanted a new car and all of a sudden you start seeing that car everywhere, right? How many people has that happened? You like want a car and you're like, weird. It's like, I keep seeing this car in that color. It's so strange. It's always been there. It's just that you're looking for it now. Your brain is like looking for that. So when you have a vision board and it's somewhere that you can see every single day, that is putting images into your subconscious mind and your brain is going to start looking for opportunities to make that a reality for you. Okay. So our job is then to take action when the opportunity arrives and be ready for the opportunity to arrive. Okay. But vision boards work. I know it sounds super woo woo, but it's a thing. So Pinterest is a super beautiful tool for this. If you have a colored printer, you can like print things off of Pinterest. There are apps that you can use. So you can just literally like save a picture from Pinterest and then put it into an app. I use Videorama. It's called something else if you're on a Samsung. I'm sorry that you use a Samsung. No, I'm just kidding. There's just a war that goes on between us. I know. Catherine's laughing. She's like, oh, you. I know. It's so funny. But there is, it's called something else. So just look for like vision boards for your Samsung. I don't know. But Videorama, if you're an iPhone, or there's like Movie Maker, I think it's called. Is that right? I'm sorry if I'm messing this up. Okay. Canva. So the video, iMovie. Thank you. So Videorama, what I love about that one is that you can put the pictures to it and then it plays it through like a movie and you can add a song to it. So if you put on your favorite jam to that movie, do you know what happens when you play your favorite song? Your brain starts to go click, 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 click through all the images every time you hear that song when we put it to music. Okay. So there's like power in that. Our brains are pretty cool. Okay. When we use them for good, not so much if we go the other way. If you're looking for a-holes, you're going to find a-holes. If you're looking for opportunity, you're going to find opportunity. So really you're the one in control. So we get to like create our reality, which is super duper fun. I'm getting kicked out of the room because of the hockey game. Bye, Lenore. Yes, it's that time. So Pinterest is a beautiful tool. So take today what you've written down, look for images that represent, that make you feel like, yes, this is a thing. Get them on your vision board. It's so crazy. Looking at the vision board I made last year, how much has come true. Even the weird thing is I put a picture of like a fireplace that I wanted, and in the background is a table and chairs, and I didn't put the picture on there for the table and chairs. And I said to my husband one day, I was looking at my vision board and I said, oh my gosh, the table and chairs we have in our kitchen is on my vision board. And I didn't even put it on there for the table and chairs. It was for this big outdoor fireplace. I'm like, that is so crazy how it like came to be. And like, even with when I would envision my highest self, for some reason, she was always like this super strong, like doing yoga, so fit and healthy. And I was like, I don't do any of those things. Like, that's weird. And we started doing this challenge with Jen. And like 6 days in after being on the mat every day, I went, oh my gosh, I'm aligning to that highest version of myself. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. I didn't even know I was stepping into it. And I just was like unconsciously. So get that image of your highest self in your mind, get that image of your greatest life in your mind and at the forefront, because if you look at that every day for the next year, you're going to be blown away. Okay. So yes, go Canada, 3 p.m. game. I love it. Okay, so here is the very last thing, and then I'm gonna let you guys go, dropping off to go and be a rebel and do some illegal things. We won't tell anybody. You're so safe. Happy New Year. So tapping into the frequency of all that we desire and of who we are becoming is an essential part of attracting. Before we attract our desires, we must first be a vibrational match. So if I want to attract 15 brand new builders that like want to be RCDs and just step into that, I need to embody the energy that it's already happened, okay, before it's going to happen. I need to step into that energy, into that alignment. So we need to feel into the feeling of it already as it's already been done. So pair this feeling with an I am statement, okay? So I am whatever the goal you have is, and then what is the energy that you are going to step into to feel that alignment. Maybe it's joy, excitement, okay, whatever that is. So after you get off the call, feel free to write down like 10 of those. I am worthy of. I am an RCD. I am like in the best shape of my life. Whatever those things are that you have written down throughout your notes, write down the I am statement, because your words shape your life. I don't know if you guys know that, but like in the beginning was the word is like the most powerful thing. I swear it is like the highest thing that we can speak. When they say speak life over your team, over you. So the word abracadabra actually means I create as I speak. Okay. So like your word, like a radio, you know, when you turn a radio on, it sends out a vibration and picks up a frequency. So when we speak, the words we speak are sent out and it's echoing back into our life. Okay. So your words are so powerful. So that's why you want to do I am affirmations over your goals. Because if you say things like, maybe one day it would be nice. If we say things like when we're writing out our goals, debt, that is a high vibrational word that is coming back to you. That's not ever going to get you out of that cycle. Okay. So your words really, really, really matter. Okay. So whatever you have written down in your notes from today's call, you're going to go back and you're going to say, I am. And that can be, I am stepping into, right? It needs to feel real. It needs to feel that excitement, that energy, but we're not going to say words like, I hope, I wish, I'll try, because those are all like bwah, 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 like dead flat words, right? They are not going to pull anything good, because it's you saying like, if it doesn't happen, whatever, right? Like everyone knows I'll try means like they ain't coming. If they say I'll try and make it, no, you're not coming, because that's like an easy way out, right? It's not commitment. So your words shape your life. I am consistent. I am financially free. Yes. I am fit. I am healthy. I am loved. I am worthy, right? I am beautiful. I am deserving of all of the success. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. You're going to go. You can recraft this. Maybe tomorrow morning you wake up, you pour yourself a cup of coffee, and you just like go through your notes and you expand on this and you create your vision. And we are going to freaking kick 2021's butt. It's going to be the best year ever. Who's feeling me? Catherine wins a prize for being the most dressed. That like 20s flapper girl thing. Like, I am here for it. I love it so much. Mwah. I believe in you all. I love you all. Let's get a little boomy really quick before you leave. One sec. I need to get a boomerang because you guys all rock. I guess we should have done it before people hopped off, but oops. Okay. Here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna do better than that. That was just a test. Okay, guys, boomy, let's go. Let's make it fun. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Look at this beautiful team. All right, guys, I am gonna go and record my vision casting podcast where it's going to be like a guided walkthrough so that you can listen to it in the new year and you can like feel yourself stepping into that. So I'm going to get that recorded and released, you guys. Okay. I'm just going to go record my podcast now, Jen. We hang out with queens. I love this so much. I love you all. Happy freaking New Year. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Aw, you're welcome. I love this.